Hey, Get the Pen family. I hope this video is finding you well and in a good place, in a good mind space, in a good place physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially, in every way. I pray that all is well with you in this moment. All may not be perfect, but all can be well. And it starts with your state of mind, with your perspective, your attitude, all those things. So, today I want to talk about a teacher's reward. Think about it, a teacher's reward. What is a teacher? A teacher is someone who has some level of expertise in an area, and then they share that expertise by imparting it into their students through their own method of teaching, whether it's through explanation or demonstration. A teacher, a gifted teacher, has a way of imparting wisdom, knowledge, information, giving it to you so you can take it, use it, run with it, so you can grow, flourish, prosper with that information, with that skill set, with that knowledge. And you may even add to the foundation that that teacher has put into you. You add to the foundation either through going to learn and glean from other teachers or from your own self discovery and creativity, where you may create your own knowledge techniques and things like that. Not that you create knowledge, you obtain knowledge. And that's how you grow, because when the teacher teaches you something, that's just the root of it, that's just the beginning of it, that's just the foundation. And the expectation is that you will take that and grow even more, learn even more, develop even more, flourish even more, that your growth will be continuous and it won't stop at that one teacher. It will continue, and you may have many teachers throughout your lifetime. You may have teachers who didn't even know that they were teaching you, but because you are the student that you are, you take every experience as a learning opportunity. So you're using everything to learn. And I think this message is really to the teachers too, students, and a lot of times, most of the time, we're both, because you can't become a teacher without once being a student, because you had to learn from somebody, from somewhere, and now you're taking what you know and you're sharing it with others. You're changing lives, blessing lives, enhancing lives through the sharing of your knowledge, the sharing of your skill set and your techniques and your strategies and things like that. You're sharing the blueprint with somebody, and that is a gift that the teacher gives. And the reward for the teacher is when they see their student doing well. Now, recently we just lost what I call an icon, and this person, she was a teacher. She gave and she never got back, or it didn't seem like she got back as much as she gave. She just gave and helped develop careers. She fostered gifts in others and helped them develop and grow and hone and perfect their craft. And I'm speaking of Angie Stone. This woman helped people that I didn't even know she helped. She did so many things, she did so much, but she didn't receive as much as she gave, or at least to my knowledge. And even her own admission, where there was monies missing and things like that. So she wasn't given enough or compensated enough for all that she gave. And that's what happens to so many teachers, especially when you have a good heart and you've got a wealth of knowledge and wisdom and gifts. And when you're gifted and you know things, man, you just love to share because it's your passion. It's the thing that makes you happy. It's the thing that you see as beautiful and you want to see as much of it as possible. And you're not stingy with it. You aren't trying to keep it to yourself. You know that the more you give, the more you can see the beauty of it. And you're not selfish with it. So some teachers fall in that category of being so unselfish with their knowledge and with their gifts till they just give it away. And they may never recoup or, receive as much as they gave, or at least not in this realm and not to our awareness in many cases. For the last couple months, actually few months, I have been training people. I have been teaching and telling and sharing my secrets, not on this platform, but in my place of employment, even though I do come on here and share some of my thoughts. And I don't know if you want to take that as teaching or whatever, or me sharing wisdom or my thoughts. But outside of this arena, I'm a trainer. I train people who are new at the job, and I help them learn to navigate in their new role. I show them the ropes. I give them some of my secrets, and I'm not selfish with it. And to be honest, I know that I'm training people who are probably about to make more money than me. And I do acknowledge and realize that I give more than I'm compensated for. And that's okay because I love doing it. I love teaching. I love sharing. I love to watch people learn and the light bulb goes off. And it's because of something that I shared. That is rewarding in itself. And you can call it my ego or whatever, maybe it is, I don't know, but it gives me some gratification. Now, don't get me wrong, I like to get paid too, and I think we all should be compensated fairly. And I believe it all comes out in the wash somehow, some way. We get what we sow, we reap what we sow. So every seed that I'm sowing, every gift that I give, every good gesture is all coming back to me in some way, shape, or form. So as a teacher, sometimes your reward is just seeing the fruit of your labor through your students thriving and doing well, watching them excel and watching them take off. And nobody else may know it, but that student and you know what that exchange was like and what you deposited in them and how that deposit is going to yield a return, multiplied return. And it may be spoken or unspoken, that acknowledgement and that gratitude, but trust and believe. People know when they have learned from you. People know when you are gifted and talented. People know when you are generous. People know when you are authentic in your teaching and your sharing and that you're doing it from the heart. People know. Your students know. The people around you who are observing, they know. And we can't get too caught up in the compensation, even though that is important. But sometimes, you may feel robbed or something like that because you feel like you'll never get back what you gave. And that's okay because we get things back in other ways. It's not always monetary, not always in the form of a check. But if you are a teacher, I just want to encourage you to keep teaching. And my prayer is that everything you give, that it will come back to you and that you will know that that is your recompense for your service, for your love, for your labor, that you're getting blessed for it. It may not show up in your paycheck, but it will show up in other areas of your life where you are blessed. And what you're doing is creating legacy. Your knowledge, your skills, your wisdom is all a part of your legacy. And feel free to give as much as you desire or feel comfortable giving. And just know that your teaching is not in vain. And I pray that your students, that your reward would be through the success of your students because they wouldn't be successful if you had not taught them, if you had not trained them, if you had not shown them the ropes. So your role in this world is so important. And you may never get that pat on the back. You may never get that acknowledgement that you deserve, but your impact is changing the world and it's making a difference. And the teacher's reward is not always obvious, but it is there. It is there. So teachers, keep teaching. Students, keep learning. And if you can, be both the teacher and the student. I hope something has resonated with you. Maybe one sentence out of what I said blesses your life, whether you're a teacher or whether you're a student. This has been a Get the Pen moment. My name is Janine. Check out Sheba's Jam. Go to Amazon.com, type in Janine Folks, Sheba's Jam, among other books. Check it out. We'll see you next time.